bad news! Those Avia rats are back!
The day that would test the valor of the Corps came sooner than expected. I looked up at the soldier, who had burst breathless into the guardhouse. Report.
An armed group thought to be connected with Avia is occupying the mines of Tempeel. They've taken the reconstruction workers captive, including several residents of Folka.
It would be a dangerous rescue for the Corps, who were yet untried in combat. But the soldiers quickly showed me they had not failed their training.
Captain Percival, let's fight back! We're ready! We can save those hostages!
No. I sensed something strange at work. It had been the aim of the ruined church to bolster their ranks with new converts from Folka. Why then would they occupy their mines and threaten their people? Surely it was not for ransom. The adherents of Avia held their faith high above the jewels of the earth. This had to be a trap. Of course, trap or no, the Corps could easily overthrow Avia, as long as I led them. But I could not stay in Folka forever. And so I said, do not let confidence consume your wisdom. Your duty is to protect your people, not to prove your strength. You do not know the designs of your enemy, nor whether your might can contend with theirs. You must call for aid. I saw that my warning had disheartened the soldiers. I could not blame them. They had struggled so far, only to learn that they still fell short. But glory must not be bought with blood. The lives of the islanders came first. Drawing myself up, I strove to lift their spirits. Your city needs you. There is much work to be done. Learn what you can from those that escaped the mines. Muster the defenses. Let your people know they are safe.
Yes, sir! But Captain Percival, the clock is ticking. What if the Skyfarers and reinforcements from Seed Hollow don't make it in time?
I could not hold back a smile. Do not worry. I know a crew of Skyfarers already at hand. First, to secure the hostages.
Wait! That hair! It's the rooster head from the old arms, brethren!
Sentries.
Attack!
Understood.
More of them.
The way of the fist, the way of victim.
How'd you get in here? Where are the lookouts? Sleep on the job? You'll never know! Stay in formation!
Never let a cat slip away!
Of course. There are too few of them. Their main force must be headed for Folka. Perhaps I should turn back. No. I must have faith in my comrades. All the hostages are behind bars. At least they will be kept safe from the battle.
Who are you?
You may know me as the Lord of Flames. This battle is mine.
Fine display.
The way of the fist.
Give
And now it's
yourself
time
no
for
credit.
support!
Back to the void. You cannot do this.
So we meet again, Lord Percival.
But unfortunately for you, this battle won't go like the last one.
Not many who survived my flames dare to face them again. You are either brave or a fool.
This school swims together!
I expect much from my vassals.
Go no further!
The rivers run red!
Let us both strive for greater heights.
They're winning 100-1! How? You fool! The stars forsaken us?
The stars do not decide our fate. We do. In turning to treachery and force, you built your own tomb.
Somebody please silence this man!
Impressive flying. The might! A lovely opening act to the fall!
It will take more time to bind these Crusaders than it did to defeat them. I bound the hands of the Crusaders and turned them captive toward Folka.
Why, here's a stalwart little interloper. You could do far better than skyfaring, you know.
Keep silent. I will not listen to the lies of a false prophet.
Then I guess you won't believe me when I say the mines were just a diversion. We sent our main force to Folka. They'll have captured the city by now. We'll raze it to the ground and build a new Church of Avia on the smoking ruins.
The preacher continued to lay bare his plot, though I had no desire to hear it.
I know this backcountry is filled with scurrying field mice. You skyfarers were the only real threat. If we could keep you busy elsewhere, say, in some nice, dusty mines, then taking Folka would be like stealing candy from a baby.
Even now you know not of what you speak. I had already made out that the mines were not your true purpose, and you misjudge the people of Folka. There is great strength in that city. It will not fall to the likes of you.
That's hogwash!
If you will not trust my words, then perhaps you will trust your eyes. We had come to the gate of Folka.
Captain Percival, we've captured all the invaders. You should have seen us, Captain! No one messes with us on our turf!
There, trussed up before the city walls, were the remaining Crusaders of Avia. The soldiers of the Corps stood over them, bloody but triumphant. And the air was bright and filled with rejoicing as the people of Folka cried glory unto their defenders.
Impossible. How could country mice have overthrown the High Hawks of Avia?
With that, the preacher fell to his knees and spoke no more.
Come on, people, don't miss this. It can't hurt just to look around. What have you got? Hello. Ready for some action? Easier than eating apples. If you're hunting for quality bargains, then you've come to the right
Dress
place.
up your home with some new color.
Need something?
Several days later, I walked into the guardhouse for what would be the last time.
The captain's here! Attention!
In a moment, the soldiers were lined up before me. At ease. My friends, you have found your strength and your courage. The time has come for me to step down as your captain. With the space of a deep breath, the soldiers did not stir. I read in their eyes that they had long seen this day coming.
Captain Percival, we...
That title is no longer mine. I return it to you, Captain Douglas. You have become a worthy leader. I turned back toward the body of the Corps. I'm but a traveler. My allegiance lies with a distant country, a kingdom of peace that I shall one day build. But I believe that all who dwell in the skies are brothers and sisters. Though our time together was short, it was an honor to serve with you. You have shown that we need not be chained to our pasts, that valor can be kindled in every heart. When I raise my kingdom, I hope that you will one day visit to impart this lesson unto the knights there.
No, Sir Percival. You can count on me. Me too! It's a promise!
Mirth welled up within me. In one thing I thought, the Corps had not changed. They could still make me laugh. Very well. I will hold you to those oaths. And so, bidding my friends farewell, I took once more to the skies. It was many months before I could return to Folka. This city is still the same. A gentle breeze danced with the grass. Sunlight streamed from between the leaves of trees, paving the streets in green and gold. But snakes dwell even in the quietest of gardens. Peace presided over this land only because there was a valiant corps to keep it. I was once captain of the Vulcan Defense Corps, and though our paths led on to different ends, they would ever be my friends and comrades. In my heart, I saluted them.
Wait, aren't you?
Well met. I was not surprised we crossed paths. Folka was a small city, and I knew the Defense Corps kept vigilant watch. I am glad to see you doing well.
We sure are. Even got a generation of new recruits trained up. So, when do you think you'll be inviting us to your kingdom?
I responded with a wry smile. It will be some time yet, but I shall not rest unless it be in a country of peace. Until that day, wait here, and serve your city well.
You're gonna make it, Percival. I just know it. In the meantime, I better practice my curtsy, huh?
I regarded Captain Douglas and his corps. Here were soldiers that had once lived in shame, but courage had been kindled in their hearts, and like candles they now passed its light to others. So does one good turn give rise to another, and valor begets valor. Perhaps the rise of my kingdom was not so far off after all.
Please come again. Come on, people, don't miss this. Discount free! Buy one, get one free! Come on, people, don't miss this!
Right then. Got the goods? Let's see.
Look at you. You found me something nice. If you come across any more curios, you know who to talk to.
Nice. So then...
Discount creams! Buy one, get one free! Come on, people, don't miss this! Discount creams! Buy one, get one free! Come on, people, don't miss this! Good day.
Pump the water, coach. Just what the doctor ordered.
Come! It's over! Well executed, everyone.
Indeed. That was impressive.
Over here, you gun! Red like a bullet. School like a... Red like a... Mercy me!
Withdraw. Regain your composure.
Go time! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's over! How's about we end it?
Now!
Say no! School like
Your
a friend like...
precision is inhuman.
That was just fisherman's luck. Right. He'll burn me as a picture. No running for me! School like a... Blade like a... Red like a... Try to keep her you looking! Just testing you!
Don't mistake mercy.
Watch and learn!
Beat them back!
I'm glad we're not enemies.
Blade! Where are those varmints? Schooled like a... Red like a... Schooled like a... Guys, stand on me! Watch them flounder! Oh yeah!
To act in concert is nothing.
It couldn't have gone better.
Blade like a... No one living together! How's about we end it? Schooled like a... Blade like a... Try to keep up! Red like a bull!
After me!
What's that?
Don't stress. Gathered like shadows at dawn.
Lurks around every corner! Go time!
On the cursor!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5! No running!
The fangs are bad.
He'll hurt me in the finger! Schooled like a big slave like a whip! Schooled where you looking!
Get him! Crimson corruption!
Red like a bull! Blade like a whip! I'm in! You will taste my blade! So long! Ultimate flag! Butterfinger! Schooled like a... Blade like a whip! Just testing you out!
Now is not the time to become a martyr.
Schooled like a red like a bull, blade like a whip. It's keep up! Over here, you cunt! School like a book! Red like a book! That's just what? Reel him in!
Seize victory!
Okie dokie!
Seize the day!
How's about we end it? Watch and learn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Back to the boy! Where are you looking? No running for me! My hip is howling!
I have you!
Away!
Can you walk?
Got me good! Just testing you, lad! Red batter up! We move so fast, it's not even fun!
Barely a trifle.
Trying to keep up! Calculator, oh yeah! School like over here, you cunt! Blaze like a be your time! Red like a blaze like a school like a...
Be gone!
Ready for action! So long! Ultimate flag! Butterfinger! Victory!
Back to the boy!
Red like a finger!
Shine one! Prominent flare!
Like a school like a... Don't run it for me! After bus! We end it!
Fall back! I'm coming! Don't overexert yourself.
My hip is howling. Try to keep up! Reel him in!
Come, the battle awaits. The only way is out!
Where are you looking? Watch and learn! 1, 2, 3, now! Where are those targets? 7, 8, 9, 10! It's over!
Hard to move, huh?
Push through!
Try to keep up! Blaze like over here, you
Watch my
red tape! School like a blaze like a right out!
excellent!
Red like a
Here, legend.
blaze like
But
a
it is rare.
School like a red like a try to keep up! Blaze like a school like a blaze like a red like a book! Blaze like a that's the sauce! Can't be mother time, kid!
Save yourself! I'll arrive soon!
No running for me! Guys, stand! Oh yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Back to the boy! There's gunners! Come on! We end it! Watch and learn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Flashing boy! Try to keep up! MTV! Over here, you cunt! Let us be. You don't mind if I do? No running for me! Blade like a fiddle, red like a book, school like a blade like a fiddle, red like a book. School like a...
Gather like shadows at dawn!
Oh yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Back to the void! And understood! Suffer! The shadow creeps! And none shall escape the cover of its shroud! Dust to come! And it goes
Blazing fist with the red lotus!
Fangs are bad.
Only death awaits!
No running for me!
Get him! Get in!
They got what they deserve! Calculators! Reel him in! Red like a book! Red,
Help is on the way!
I believe in you.
I will not stand for this!
where you looking? All hands on deck!
Into the fray!
Don't rest on them laurels, people! Of course. How's about we
Bold of you to order me.
Where are those varmints?
Well done.
No running for me! Laid like a fiddle, schooled like a red like a book, schooled like laid like a fiddle, schooled.
Spread our blade.
Rolling together.
I'll apply first aid.
Schooled like laid like a red like a book. Empty big. Go time! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just what the doctor ordered. It's over! No running over here, you gun! Mercy me!
Board out!
I shall heal you! My disciple! Iron shoulder!
Try to keep up! Sky Dinner! That's the sauce! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! That's me, boy! No running for me! Strike!
Bury them! Of course!
You got fire in your bloody
Blade of adamant bright!
red like a blade like a fish. School, I blade like a fish. Red like a book. Blood on your tail. What? Ultimate fire! Canagota! Blade like a fish. Red like a book.
The fangs are bad.
Blade like over here, you gun!
Shine as one! Prominent flare!
Now and Wrestling gloves! No, no! Where are those garments? Schooled like a... Reel him in! Run like a book! Oh yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Back to the fire! Try to keep up! School like a fish! Sky center! How's about we end it?
On my mark!
Okie dokie!
Assault formation!
Yeah! No running, watch and learn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! It's over!
That was awesome. You were awesome.
Let's see. Let's see. What a... Lovely. Not bad. Read like a book. Oh boy. I'm ready to get down to the bog. Let's see.
My shop is the only place. All right. I smell a new mission. Daddy's ain't got nothing on you. Yeah. For a limited time only, I'm slashing all my prices.
Spruce up your home with some new color.
Hello.
I can no longer recall when I first met the captain. All I can say is our paths crossed in dark times, when nights were sleepless and the wind whispered with insidious intent. Fiendrock, my homeland, was crumbling from within, consumed by the weakness of her own people. I ventured abroad to seek help from our neighbors, but this rendered me blind to schemes hatched in the heart of our court. When I returned, the adders sprung, and I found myself falsely convicted of regicide. Disgraced, I fled the kingdom and wandered for a while in the pathless wild. Perhaps I would still be there, slowly fading into the shadow, had the crew of the Grand Cipher not come for me. The captain never once doubted my innocence, led me back to Fiendrock, and cleared my name. My honor was restored. Thus concluded the greater part of my tale, but the Grand Cipher's myth was just beginning. I joined the crew to see this story unfurl. Our journey, like all great journeys, has passed through both sorrow and joy. We have traversed the wilds, crossed kingdoms forgotten, and met all sorts of folk. I've always found the meeting of people to be miraculous. Throughout the course of history and on into the future, there have been and will be at least as many people as stars in the sky. For any two souls to come together is as wondrous as looking up into the night and seeing your image set against the velvet and winking lights. Do not know if it was fate that brought me and the captain together, but I do know I will never meet such a person again. I intend to sail with the crew to whatever end, even to the bottom of the skies. In my youth, I was vain and headstrong. I shunned the company of others, hurting all who came near me. If I had continued on that path, it's likely I would have died alone, with no one to mourn my loss. But that was not to be. I was discovered by Yosef, the former king of Fiendrock. Found, quite literally, by the side of the road. Though at that time, I slew monsters solely out of malice. His Majesty looked at my blade and saw what took life could also save it. He knighted me, and under his guidance, I learned about honor and friendship. I found meaning in existence. But in our world, love is inextricable from grief. New friends and brothers were lost. People that I trusted turned upon me. Loyalty had imbued me with pride. But now, it taught me desperation. Once, this desperation drove me to drink the blood of a dragon. This isn't to say that I regret becoming a knight. Lancelot, Vayne, Percival, the friendship of those three alone is worth any price. I learned the greatest lesson of all from them, that no matter how much is lost, we may always find hope in younger generations. They are what we must fight to defend. They are our purpose. To think all this was set into motion by a single meeting on the side of the road. As I grow older, it becomes clearer how much I owe to King Yosef. But I shall never be able to thank him in person again. That is why I swore to repay him in the only way I know how, by dedicating what is left of my life to the future of his country. I know King Yosef would not want me to grieve overly much for him, but he turned me from a vagabond into the captain of the Black Dragon Knights. Under his rule, the base were ennobled, tall towers were raised, and withered fields burst forth into color. He might have done much more, had traitorous hands not cut his life short. The royal consort Isabella, covetous of his power, killed the king and smeared the guilt of it on me. Unable to prove my innocence, I was forced to flee the capital. For weeks, I was hunted by soldiers I had trained by my own hand, Lancelot foremost among them. My name was now reviled, scrubbed like a stain from the halls of honor. But this caused me little pain, for I never hungered after fame or titles. I served the crown because I loved my country, the same reason for which King Yosef wore it. even as his body was broken and he lay on the threshold of death. He called only for the mending of Fiendrock. I would not let our home waste away under the shadow of Isabella's ambition. I returned to the Marches, where I dwelled in secret, gathering information. I worked alone, and even Lancelot was kept from my counsels. I did not tell him of my innocence, nor why I sought to cut out the now festering heart of our court. My silence was not due to a lack of trust. It would have been impossible for me to reach Lancelot unseen. Any attempt at communication would likely have ended with my arrest. But even had there been a clear path to Lancelot, I would have kept to myself. Lancelot was and is still young, and young minds are easily molded. If I was to leave the protection of the kingdom to him, I needed to be sure that he was more than just clay, that he had an uncorruptible, ironclad core. I needed to be sure he was not the type to blindly follow orders or emotions. He wavered, as we all do, but fortunately, he was not alone. He had the support of his childhood friend, Vayne, and of the Grand Cypher's captain. They were his light and anchor, and with their help, Lancelot navigated the swirling tides of intrigue and arrived at the shores of truth. We were thus reunited, and together delivered Fiendrock from Isabella's clutches. I had fulfilled King Yosef's last wish, and Lancelot had come into his own. It was time for me to step down and place the country in the hands of the young. And so it was that I put the rolling hills and bright walls of my home behind me and embarked on a journey of discovery across the skies. Zega Grande, another new skydom where the clouds hid unfamiliar tales. My travels aboard the Grand Cypher have taken me to many far-flung places, where I have found that there is yet enchantment in this world. I've sought after magical seashells with the power to heal kingdoms. I've crossed blades with legendary warriors, and I've heard strains of alien music, which, though strange to my ears, still spoke to my heart. But no matter how far I roam, my thoughts are constantly with the country King Yosef left in my keeping. When we alight in a foreign land, I find myself drawn not to gardens or taverns, but to places of law and order. I am ever seeking new allies for Fiendrock, and rooting out her enemies. It must seem like I have a mind of cold iron and steel, driven by thoughts of politics and war. And I have no excuse except to say, once a knight, always a knight. Zega Grande had almost fallen under the sway of Avia. Now, as its people rebuilt, I desired to learn whether their fortresses were stronger, and whether any dark shadows still haunted their streets.
What you doing, Siegfried?
Vern appeared at my shoulder one day as I was walking through Seed Hollow. I'm gathering intelligence. The dragon wrinkled his snout.
Man, you're a workaholic.
He wasn't incorrect. I did want to lay aside responsibility and stroll unburdened in the sun. But I couldn't rest easily when duty called.
Hey, what if I helped? 2 weeks are better than none.
Vern was indeed light and fast, but I found it easier to scout alone.
Ugh, come on. I know how to handle myself.
You certainly do. If anything, I felt that the captain, Lyria, and Vern were strong beyond their years. That they had been forced to grow up too fast. All right, Vern, be my guest.
Finally, something to do. Agent Vern is on the job.
Vern twirls deftly in the air.
So, what exactly is the job? What kind of intelligence you looking for?
It's a little abstract. I would like to learn about the values of this country. Why it was founded, for example, or what would cause its people to go to war. For nations with similar values are often quick allies, but nations with conflicting values find themselves enemies.
Yeah, I'm totally following.
Take Fiendrock, for example. Our king and people stand for fellowship and peace. If we were to find out that the leaders of Seed Hollow, on the other hand, favored conquest and power, then we might expect trouble.
What, kind of trouble are we talking here?
Don't worry. I gave Vern what I hoped was a reassuring smile. I am not here to conduct a coup. I only seek information to bring back to Fiendrock, which may help in matters of diplomacy.
Diplomacy? Well, that's way above my pay grade. Aw, dude, I think something just happened over by the gate. I see a bunch of soldiers running that way.
With 2 flaps of his wings, Vern lifted himself higher into the air and hovered, squinting against the glare of the Seed Hollow's military force. This may be worth looking into. Come.
Right behind you!
A group of onlookers had gathered by the gate, speaking in loud, excited voices.
A monster hunt, huh?
Let us follow them. We may learn something useful. Nothing is so revealing of a person's nature as their deeds in battle. We passed out of the stone city and trudged for a while among grass and dirt paths. Or rather, I did, while Vern rode the winds beside me. Suddenly, he let himself rise on an updraft.
Spotted them! They're going at it!
As he spoke, I became aware of distant cries and the clash of arms. Let's see here. I crept beneath the shadow of dappling leaves and up a small knoll for a better look.
I don't think they can win this thing!
The warriors of Seed Hollow were many, and their faces grim with determination. And yet...
Captain, we can't hold out much longer!
Stand your ground. If these monsters get past us, it's the lives of your friends and family.
They were scattered, weak, and on the brink of disaster. Vern, I'm going to their aid. With that, I grasped the hilt of my sword and burst from the cover of the trees.
We gotta hold on!
They're moments away from annihilation. We must leap down and ambush the goblin scum. Come and face me!
The hell are you?
Push through!
This is no place for civilians.
With all due respect, you are not in a position to reject my aid. Focus on keeping yourself safe.
All right, fine. That sword of yours better not just be for show.
This is power! Push through! This is power!
He's dancing circles around the house. Yeah, I can see that. Stop gawking and tend to the wounded.
We're gonna make it!
Heads up! Got monsters coming in from above!
This is power! Push through! This is power! Ready! Brave awaits! Push through! Good hit! Just getting started. This is power! Push through! The next wave is coming. Quickly, get to safety.
Bad news! Goblin soldier marching this way!
There's no way he can handle that alone. Who's still got juice enough? Back into the fray!
No, stay put. We'll not be able to win with you as a burden.
Wait! You're just gonna hang about to try?
Push through!
Too slow. Don't mistake mercy for weakness. This is...
You cleared him out!
You are all safe now.
I can't believe my eyes. Is that guy really human?
We could have handled them alone. You know we could have. Think of how hard we've trained.
The cry of the last monster faded to nothingness, and I sheathed my sword.
Oh, man! They're lucky we got here in the nick of time!
Danger averted, Vern drifted to my side.
Well met, Skyfarers.
The soldiers from Seed Hollow gathered themselves and limped to form ranks. At their head, a man I believed was their captain stood, frowning at us.
You guys must be dying to thank us. I take payment in apples, by the way.
Vern wasn't quite reading the mood.
So you know your way around a sword. Great. We appreciate the help and all, but could you not interfere with official military business?
What?
We're professional soldiers. We can handle monsters without you swinging in to save the day.
Number one, that's a lie. Number two, what's with the attitude?
That's enough, Vern. The dragon looked ready to spout fire. Hoping to calm him, I caught him and held him in my arms. I'm sorry. We mean no disrespect. With a bow, I turned and left that shadowy glade. I did not relax my grip on Vern because I felt certain that if I let go, he would flip back and spit venom in the soldiers' faces.
What have you got to lose? Buy from me and you'll agree. This hello.
Ready for some action? Mission complete!
For a limited time only, I'm slashing all my prices in half.
No wrong choices here.
Hello. What have you got to lose? Good day.
What was wrong with them? They would have been toast without you.
Vern flew beside me, seething. We are strangers to this land. Those soldiers have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, but doesn't it get you riled up when people are so rude?
I laughed. If rudeness were the worst foe we ever faced, we'd be lucky warriors indeed. In truth, I empathize with them. It is the duty of a soldier to fight. Incompetence on the battlefield is a matter of great shame. My unwanted assistance was salt in the wound.
I guess I could see that, but still.
Listen, no one was badly hurt. that is all that matters. I had trained many knights in my day. They had gone through their growing pains, and tasting defeat and humiliation. Yes, failure is bitter, but it is nourishment. And thus the knights learned and grew, each and every one of them, into powerful warriors. When it came to the finer points of warfare, the forces of Seed Hollow were clumsy at best. But their sense of duty was unparalleled. Upon hearing rumors of danger, they had acted swiftly, marching without fear to the monster's den. And though they had been forced to the very cusp of annihilation, not a soldier had wavered or fled. Now, they too had drunk deeply of the medicine of defeat. I believe it would course through them like fire and bring them newfound strength. The forces of Seed Hollow were capable of much, much more.